welcome back to Dodgy's Garage. I made a purchase again because I've found that when I'm riding my big bike on long rides, because you're in a sport bike position where your legs are tucked in, my knees are killing me. Only a couple of minutes in and my knees start killing me, and I thought, I wonder if I should get a cruiser. So I bought one. It's a VN800, Kawasaki 2005 VN800 Vulcan. So it's a Vulcan Classic, but it's a VN800. So 2005, it's not too old. But unfortunately, I mean, I got this cheap. Of course I would. It is registered. It does kind of run, but the carby's gunked up because I've got no throttle. It'll run at idle, it'll idle, and if I squirt, she'll fucking rev up, but she won't run by itself. So it's been sitting advertised for 21 weeks, so probably 6 months. This thing's just been sitting, and God knows how long it was sitting before it. A young girl had it, and I think she fell over once and went, "Oh, I don't like it." So, and yeah, so I think she's, by the looks of that there, the gunk that's sitting in there, she is gunked up. So I'm going to pull the carby off. Lucky it's only got one carby, although fuck me, the amount of hoses on the fucking thing, I don't even know what that one does. That's the water hose, so it should go into the head. Okay. So I had to take the air filter off, which had the stupid little pipe that went down to the front in a ball, which you can see there, and it's got no holes in it, so how the hell it's supposed to leak out? But I broke it. I grabbed it and it broke, it's perished. This is rusty. It's been sitting outside, everything's just coated in rust and surface rust, and like, you know, it's rusty there, it's rusty on the headlight, all the controls are a bit rusty. That's bent, so I've ordered a new one of those. That's plastic, so I'm not going to even worry about that. That's gloss, and that's not, so it needs a buff. It's just a general clean. It's just filthy. I don't think anyone's bloody pulled it apart and cleaned it. They put LED lights, oh excuse me, in the back with these tinted covers, but this is pulled out because there's no washers behind the what's it names to hold it into the rubbers. So I've got some washers there, but it looks like they've hit it here, which has dented it there on both sides, so it's pushed this in. So this is dented, so, but it is quite rusty. So eventually I think I might just get that, try and find a bobber tail for it. You can get certain things, and just fuck that right off and just put a solo seat in it, because at the moment it's got a, like a twin, but it's all one piece, and it is broken, splitting. So I figured just get a solo seat and just turn that into a bobber. It's missing a few screws. In fact, it's only got one screw on the other side, so the whole thing's just fucking janky as. But it does run. We did have it run, it only idles though. And it's got Vance & Hines, what's that, so it's just incredibly loud. But I've got to pull the carby off today, and we're gonna just clean what we can, take all the jets out and clean them, because I'm pretty sure they're all friggin' just clogged with gunk, because yeah, the fuel's been sitting in it, it's just gone off. She said she put some new fuel in it last week, but that ain't going to help it if she never ran. We had it running last night, hoping that it would clean itself as you go. It didn't. So Darian reckons, no, just, I thought a carby kit, and he goes, no, just pull it apart, clean all the jets out. That could be, if it's just slimy gunk, that's all it would need. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm in here nice and early on a Sunday morning, no one's around. I'm going to pull this out, I'm going to give it a clean and put it back on, and in the meantime I might try and clean. It's just so filthy, but you know, I think it was $1,600 registered, kind of running, complete, rusty, but $1,600 is pretty cheap. Usually they go for about 2.5, 3. And yeah, but things like the control block, that's anodized, it's just crap. And the same with this one, it's all gone yuckies. I mean, all the mirrors and that are all there, but you know, it's just just a bit manky. A bit, yeah. So we'll get it running first. I'm going to worry about this other stuff. I'll get it running so it rides, and then put some bolts and stuff back in, make everything back to where it was, and then gradually just go along with some fine steel wool, some phospho clean or something for the aluminium, and just tidy a buffer on that front mudguard. I could put up with that red mudguard for the time being. I don't care what it looks like, as long as it rides good. But the fact that it's got the forward-ish controls there instead of there, right under your seat, they're actually there. When I sat on it before, it was comfortable. My legs weren't like straight, but they were kind of there, which is a lot better than fucking tucked up underneath like the sports bike does. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to see how far we go before I need help and start looking for a new carby. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm no mechanic, especially a bike mechanic. But that's my newest project. I haven't shown the video of the old little Harley yet, the little Harley. I haven't shown you that yet, so I might throw that back. I've got long hair and I look terrible, but hey, I might put that up. But this will be a good cruiser and a daily, so I need it. I need it. It's not a want, it's a need. I need to use it. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, I've already pulled all the stuff off. I found pulling all this off. That bottom bolt on the thing over there is the only thing that holds this to the, where was it? Can't even think now. Was that? No, it was another screw somewhere. It was the only thing that holds that in, because you've got to take that out to get the bolt that holds the fuel tank in there, because there's only that bolt and that bolt. But you got to take the instrument out to get to that bolt. And literally it's just one screw, the bottom screw of those three, it's the bottom one. And then you just take the two eye collectors and your speedo cable, and that comes out. Then you can get to the thermostat, which is full of green goo, so that's fine. I'm not sure if it's the thermostat, but that's where your water is, underneath your petrol tank. But as I said, one screw, you pull it off, and then you can get to it, so it's not too bad. But yeah, dead spiders and all sorts of shit in here. It's just filthy. Everything is a good old clean. But hey, it's a new bike. It's 800cc. It's a cruiser. It's something different. And I'll just have to replace that seat and maybe some other little bits. But it's there, generally all there. And it hopefully, if I get that carby done, it will ride. So let's see how we go with this. I don't know. I might get tired and need to go lie down for a bit. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, see what happens. Rightio, so where we left off, I had to get the carby off because I needed cleaning. Well, it took me a week to get this thing apart because all the screws had seized. That screw and one of the under screws. So I managed to stuff around, and eventually I did pull it apart, and we pulled all the stuff out, and there was a couple of loose ones in there, but I had to hit those, literally, the screwdriver, and just give them a couple of whacks to loosen that one and that one that was underneath. And then I thought it was all good. I'll put it back on the bike. It pissed fuel everywhere because I'd broken this piece, which is that there for, oh, it's not going to go on now. That's the fuel, where the fuel comes in. That doesn't unscrew. That's not supposed to pull off, but I did crack it somewhere. And so I decided to pull it off because some can come off, not this one. So I've broken it, and you can't get this part. In fact, you can't even get this carby anymore. They don't make it, of course. And if they did, it's, what did they say, $1,200? If they had any, which they don't. So, luckily, while I was having trouble with it, I went online and found a nice Chinese version. It just fits. It doesn't quite fit properly, but it's literally the same. Not quite the same, but literally the same. It's a little bit wider in the linkages. So these linkages here, they actually sit. See how it's almost level with the that thing. These sit a bit further out, so the only other thing is to glue this on with a shitload of glue, like two-stage epoxy, which I'm thinking of. Put that back together, because it did kind of run, but I was leaking fuel everywhere, and then put a proper kit through it, because you can't get these anymore, but you can get the kits OEM and you can rebuild them. So that might be a thing, maybe. But let's see if she'll start. It's probably got no fuel on the friggin' carby. Doesn't seem to be pissing fuel out, so can't hold the choke on though. Well, that is janky. That is sticking. That's yeah, that is sticking. It's not free. It is cold, but that, yeah, that's jamming. That clutch pivot point. That's not moving. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but see, that is sticking. That's not free. Yeah, that's not good. Let me get back to you on this. Okay, well, I flattened the battery, so that didn't work. Switch that off. So that did not work. I don't know what else it's supposed to do. There is fuel going in there. I don't know if you can see it. Should be fuel going in there. And it seems wet. So it may be a case of take the guts out of that one, put it into the old one once I epoxy out the side, because it still uses that same piece of plastic into the carby body. But the thing is, you cannot swap these over. You can see that's pounded in there, and that's where it's sticking on this. These are shorter by the looks of it. See how they're just in line with the inlet? Well, the new Chinese ones are actually just a little bit further out, and it's yeah, it's jamming. But you can't take these off. So I don't know what what I can do there. So the only other thing is to either epoxy that on there, or solder a right angle piece onto it. So if I solder a right angle so it goes out, that would then solve that problem too. But I mean, we cleaned all the jets up as much as we could, so it should work. But there's no fuel coming through that carby, and now I have a flat battery. Oh dear. Why do I do this? It was running before, not running, but it was idling. You couldn't ying 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 because it just shit itself, but it just fall over with all the blockages, which there were. But those are now working. But because I broke that off, oh yeah, that new Chinese carby was $140, I think. But as I said, when you put it onto the rubber mount, it just, because the rubber mount's basically in between the engine, it hits. Fucking Chinese shit. It's like 95%, but the 5% that causes the problems is the one you don't fucking want because it won't fit. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, now I'm gonna have to charge the battery. So turn the fuel off. Oh well. I'll guess that's another episode then. Stay, like, share, whatever, comment. I'll see you next time on Dodgy's Garage. Ah! Oh, quick news flash. It's the next day. It was 38 or 39 yesterday, and I was sweating my ring off here. It's only 33 today, so it's a bit cooler. But I had some fresh eyes, not mine, obviously. Then these aren't fresh. Graham, my boss, came in and had a look, took it off. It wasn't sitting on the manifold properly. The oil leak, air manifold. There's a rubber ring that it pushes into. It was sucking too much air. We had a look at it and we think it was sucking too much air. So I haven't put the air filter or anything back on. So she's bolted in. That. So yeah, run starts, the idle, yeah, it's kind of all right. I do some more stuff to it at the moment, but we're going to put the air filter back on because you can feel, well, that's the air cleaner from the carby. It just shoots shit out. So you need the air filter on. But yeah, it's actually running and going. Now I have a registered running VN800B 2005 Vulcan Classic, and it runs. It's great. So I just got to do some chain lube and stuff. The gear lever's got to come out a bit, but other than that, I'll just ride it and see how it goes. The brakes need a bit of work. It's been sitting for too long. The clutch needs a bit of adjusting. Brakes need adjusting. I need adjusting. So you know. Also, yesterday I did manage to put all the new, what's that? So I got a vibration dampener and the proper recharger. It's a bone charger. So quad lock. So I fitted that all up yesterday too. But I am so happy that it wasn't that much of a deal. So the eBay Chinese ones actually work. And the reason I said yesterday the clutch, this was thing, apparently you've got to sit it just right. There's a little notch in the rubber and it just sits just there. As you can see, that does spring back. It's not fast, but yesterday it didn't even do that. It was grabbing. But yeah, it's got to sit just right for the this side. Where are they? Oh yeah. For this, or the associated bits off the other side of this, that doesn't hit. Even though it's slightly longer, just enough. So it all depends on where you stick the piece. But yeah, so I didn't have to replace the inlet pipe on the other one. Now it's running. It's fucking. So I've just got to pump the tyres up, service the chain, and just run it until everything starts to, you know, the clutch feels a bit better, the brakes feel a bit better, and so I just got to ride it. So I've got one of these coming in. Should have been here by now, but yeah, I thought, considering I got the carby and I've already ordered that beforehand. Anyway, so yeah, Chinese carbies friggin' work, kinda. I'm quite happy about that. I didn't think they would, but they did. But never mind. All right, fantastic. Join me for another adventure time on Dodgy's Garage. See what else I can get myself into. Hopefully nothing. Don't bet on it though. Hooroo!